Hey lab partners, how's it going? Welcome to the Hobby Collab and our first Sunday stream. A few first today. First, it is our first Sunday stream. I already said that one. Second, this is our first marathon.
Yeah, first of many, I hope.
First of many, we hope. And also first of many, we hope,
Giveaways.
Very excited about this. We are painting up today in the marathon Strike Force Augustus.
It's Augustus.
Now, kind of funny story behind Strike Force Augustus. Megan and I were like, we need to paint some Space Marines for our first marathon. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I like Space Marines. Actually, this box set made me really want Space Marines.
We were putting it together, and you were like, man, I hope I win. And I was like, cast isn't included.
I can't wait. But it's a super cool box. But we were like, look, I don't feel like trying to make sure I get a Leviathan box. And Meg was like, everyone's doing a Leviathan. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back to a time when everyone was flipping about Marines having t-shirt guns.
Yes.
And I got this box.
I like those.
I do too. I got this box. And I think it's actually super cool. And apparently now they're also like the darlings of 10th Ed. We keep stumbling into 10th Ed 40K meta by accident.
The t-shirt guys?
Yeah, apparently they're really good.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really good.
Because they're cute.
They are cute, and we did a Vortex Beast on Wednesday, which I had no clue was a good thing, and now this. So
we're on top of our 40K game.
Is Meg about to shout "witness" because that's cool lip shade?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I wore this for Laura actually. Laura Brand gave me a compliment on Wednesday about it in the thumbnail, and I was like, I didn't want to wear it because blue doesn't stay. It's not like the best lip color, and if it starts to chip, you see your lips and it looks kind of dumb. Mm-hmm. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear it for Laura today. So
yeah,
thanks. I'm glad you guys like it.
Okay, so this the tutorial we're going to do is by Darren Latham, and if you don't know who he is currently a sculptor for GW.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he sculpted Angron, he sculpted, we'll show some more in a minute, some of the stuff he did. He also worked on the Void Dragon, if you know what that is, that big Necron god, silver god. Yeah, but before that, he was actually a heavy metal painter, which is their professional painting team.
Yes, I saw that. I was like, why don't I know this person?
Yeah.
Because I don't follow enough people.
He used to have his own YouTube channel that got shut down for reasons, but he used to do tutorials on there as well. So if you haven't seen his Instagram, it's Darren Latham. I think he might have his videos archived somewhere if you want to go check them out. But yeah, his tutorial is what we're using today.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'll give you the mouse so that you can flip through.
I just
and
click
sorry,
it.
really quick, who is this guy? Who is this model?
So this is a Primaris captain. It's actually based off of some old art.
Okay.
And I wish I would have put some art on here. Yeah, it's based off of this old, I think it was old box art. And he just recreated. I think this is a gift for his brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And a Golden Demon entry, which is pretty cool. So I just click here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. He also, so he didn't paint this. He was part of the team that actually designed it. Yeah.
Neat.
Also based off of a piece of classic art, but redone to be a model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really nice. God, there's so much going on.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Yeah. Not much to talk about other than he's helped sculpt that, so he's a pretty cool dude. All right, so this is what our tutorial is based off of. I'm gonna go ahead and say we're not gonna paint to the same level as a professional Golden Demon painter, but we're gonna try.
That's what we're going for, though.
Yeah. So we're not doing the skull today, but I want to point out the skull that he painted on is actually on a beak marine.
Okay.
So it's kind of incredible because the shape of that helmet is actually
it sticks out.
It sticks out, but the way it's painted, you can't even tell.
No. And so that's all freehand just on the surface of a helmet. That is so cool.
Yeah. Pretty amazing.
I'm glad we decided not to do that.
Yeah. The bar is set very high.
Yeah.
Also, that bone on his leg is freehand.
Freehand.
You can see the ribs and the forearms.
Oh,
it's all pretty incredible.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, but very inspirational.
Yeah. All right, so this is the tutorial. I know it's just a series of pictures.
Oh, this helps.
Yes, and I think, so what's important to take away from this is that he goes into what specific colors he uses.
Yeah.
But it's actually not really the point. As long as you can do this with green flames.
Yeah.
You just need a lot of layers. and some patience.
Yeah, we're doing 6 layers, right?
Yes, just about.
Yeah.
And so each layer, so you start with he glazed on some red. What we did is we used some contrast paint because it's it's
faster.
transparent.
Yeah.
And just sprayed it on. And then what Meg's doing right now is she's painting the first layer with the darkest red we have. And basically what we're doing is each step we're going up to a lighter red, then a lightest red, and then an orange, and then a lighter orange, then yellow, and then basically a pale yellow at the very bottom.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Great.
The only piece of advice if you want to follow this is you probably want to look
I
at...
do.
Okay. I would look at some reference.
Actual flames.
Yes, actual flames would be best. Okay. This also works because, I mean, obviously it looks very good. And something that I've learned as I've done this, because I've done this on multiple things, I've done the same flame scheme, is you want to make sure you leave some of the darkest red showing through, so that you get that like wispy motion to the flames.
The hobby collab. Let's see the Kanban board for today. Rough House. Yeah, you have no idea. Black Falcon says, Necromunda is a skirmish game and has amazing hobby potential. Would love to see you guys tackle some kit bashes, then a game or two.
Oh, yeah.
Necromunda. I don't think we have Necromunda. We'd have to pick that up.
Yes.
A couple of the
Which
games.
I'm totally down for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'll definitely paint some Necromunda.
We have Dreadfleet that needs to get painted up. We have a Horus Heresy box. We have Lord of the Rings set. Captain Mannerings, question for Saray.
Yes.
Have you ever snapped a brush handle by accidentally flexing?
I have not. Yet.
If anyone watched the short, which you should go watch, of Zach putting together the Brutalis Dreadnought.
Oh boy.
He had some trouble putting it together, but I took it home yesterday to do a little prep work on it, and I actually broke it before I left. I just didn't say anything because I figured I'll just work on this at home.
Saray, he's just like us.
Yeah, just ripping models apart. And then all the legs broke off.
All the legs.
Yeah, the legs and the toes, and I had to
Wow.
repose the entire thing.
That's funny.
There's one more.
Bryce. Bryce says, I'm going to try to paint a paint scheme, a new scheme on Termagant. What's your favorite Tyrannid? What's your favorite Tyrannid?
The only good bug is a dead bug.
Oh, man. How many skull decals? I feel like a child asking another full-grown man. How many skull decals do you have? How many stickers? We're Sticker Club. We're Sticker Club.
You have any sweet skull flame stickers?
We're Sticker Club right now.
Yeah, here.
I know we said never hobby alone, but here I am. And my hope one day is that there are like city rules for Sigmar, because like
Ooh.
yeah, so
that's sorry.
yeah. And so in Arena of Shades is the Night Haunt attacking a Daughter of Cain city.
Right.
And it's so cool. It's like they're running through the streets, they're all like murdering each other. It's Broken Chef paying some Night Haunt.
Ooh. Okay.
I like this.
Okay.
Did you
I don't think I've ever seen like tan Night Haunt.
I kind of like it. It's like I mean, it looks like real
Cloth.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're the ghosts, but the cloth is still there.
Right.
Like when you get the power to turn invisible, and you're like, this is gonna be great, but then you realize your clothes don't turn invisible.
Right.
So you're like, oh wow, if I want to go do bad invisible things, I actually have to do it naked.
I was really fortunate to get to be there.
Yeah.
The day that Papa showed up.
Yeah.
Where were you when Papa showed up?
I played Diablo 3, and the voice actor for the female sorcerer or wizard or whatever was the same voice actor as Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I thought was super cool. And I was like, awesome, this is amazing. But it felt so weird hearing her be a good character, because she just sounds really evil. Like, she just has a really good evil voice.
The M. Night Shyamalan vehicle? Is that what you're referencing?
No. And then Barry Hercules. Does Kat have opinions on the... Opinions, like strong opinions, okay, on the
hot
GW
takes.
postage stamps.
Wait a minute. That's a thing? Is that just like a UK thing?
Is that a thing?
What's your opinion on it, Kat?
I hate it. Like, yeah.
Speaking of stamps,
Yeah.
please use one. Use one of the new Warhammer stamps.
Or
send us something. A haiku.
Yeah.
Some
Ooh. Fan haikus.
fan haikus. I would prefer to just read it fresh out of the envelope.
Right.
Not check it first. Just
Oh.
let these maniacs
just
run.
Like, yeah.
Run amok.
Just raw mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raw mail.
Yeah.
Did you know when I pulled it out, or did I have to?
What it
tell you?
was.
Zach taught me how to do wet palette forever ago. And then he didn't really teach me. He just showed me his wet palette and was like, here, use it. And then I took a class at, I think it was BAO, and they were like, okay, here's some wet palette supplies. Make a wet palette if you don't have one. And I just like took the paper, like there's the, I forget what it's called, but yeah, like it's like a parchment paper if you make them yourself, and put it on top of the paper towels, and then I dumped water on top of like the whole thing, and I was like, that's how it works, right? It's just wet. And like people were like staring at me, and I was like, oh God, what did I like? Well, let me sit here for a minute and watch what other people are doing. And we still had so much left to do, and I was going to bed at like, because we're not actually concerned, right?
Yeah.
Went to the eye doctor. She was like, "Oh, your eyesight improved," and I was like, "What? Is that a joke? Like, how's that
making
possible?"
fun of me now?
Yeah.
Okay, Laura Brand. I like an office chair with my armrests for painting, kind of on the elbows than the desk. Oh yeah, I don't.
Is that what I'm?
I don't know.
Yeah.
When did this come up? What? Orthomologist. Please say orthomologist.
Awful mama.
British people are right.
Mighty Owl, great show. Thanks. I'm hooked and glad to be here. Please, can you all wish Soups a massive happy birthday for tomorrow?
Whoa.
Should we
Soups.
sing happy birthday?
We could. You
I
gotta
don't want
leave.
to.
You gotta leave.
I actually don't want to.
Why did you?
I
You
was
put us
hoping
in
to
this
bug
situation.
you, but instead, I was hurting myself all along.
Meg, do you know how often do you clean your brush? Do you clean your brush like we're learning? Like in between, like you stay on the same color, and do you water your brush?
I do when the paint stops having the right consistency, because that means it's probably drying.
Okay.
And it's been drying pretty fast. Like my wet palette was wrinkling up outside. It's so warm, and like we have the air conditioner going, so it's also dry.
Yeah.
So I really don't wash it unless my paint starts drying. Why? What have you been up to? What's your pace?
I haven't been watering my brush unless I'm letting my brush sit
In paint?
without the brush with paint on it, right?
John is finding out how he's been ruining brushes. I always say a good half an hour.
Chat, like do I need to water my brush? Is it time to, should I add soil? Do I leave it out in the sun?
Sunlight. Yeah, let's photosynthesize this brush.
Yeah.
I love how you say water my brush. I've never heard that being used, but I want it to be a thing now. And we are, for people wondering, are we ahead of schedule, behind schedule? I think we're brutally ahead of schedule so far. I think, like, a lot of these guys are getting pretty close to being done. Except for, and this is where it gets a little nerve-wracking for John and I, the flames.
How many parts are there? I know there's at least 5.
There's 6. Okay, so here we go. First thing, there it is.
It's, so how Count Dooku has that weird lightsaber? That's like kind of like, it's like one of those. It's like a weird handle. This is a paintbrush with a weird handle.
Yeah,
it's like the Dooku of hobbying would use this paintbrush.
It is Dooku's lightsaber. It is just like Dooku's lightsaber.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I have no idea what.
I mean, that's it, John. It cleans an airbrush.
I mean, that's
All
really
of these things clean one airbrush.
all these things.
You're lying to me.
All these things, most of them
That's not
poorly clean an airbrush. For the most part, they're horrible tools for cleaning an airbrush. I like the gold thing with the needle.
Tell me what that does.
Yeah, that seems like that would be the worst at cleaning, but it just scrapes things up.
Scrapes.
And it has this fine point so you can go into like the needle area of an airbrush. Although the best thing to clean an airbrush needle is an old needle. Is another needle. Because otherwise you can like put that thing in there and like accidentally like mess up the hole. Anyway, that's it.
So you. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you how airbrushes work. I don't know.
Look at my wet palette here. Isn't this impressive? This is we're not being shy about showing the mistakes, but what happened was this is a brand new pot of paint. We're using scale color Necro Gold, and is a brand new pot of paint. And news to me, this paint manufacturer plastics over the top of the dropper nozzle.
There it is.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Darren,
they have
Darren.
9 steps.
Yeah, so Darren has 9 steps, and we're doing a simplified version that is only 6 steps. But yeah, every model I think in the studio is at step 2, and I think when I came in here, they were progressing to step 3. And it sounds like maybe we're not going to have enough, given that, now that you have that knowledge, you might jump to the conclusion that, how are we going to finish in time? But each step takes sort of half as much time as the previous.
Boy, it is balmy in here.
It is a toasty. I don't know. Do you have a thermometer? I'm gonna guess 85.
It's got to be in the 80s in here. And humid. Okay, so here's what happened. Here's the story of my palette. It originally was level 1, level 2. Then I was out there painting, and the air sucked all the moisture out of my paper, so it started wrinkling up, and mixed the two together.
The life of a hobbyist.
I know, right?
Yeah, what can you do? Man.
Brett had an accident.
That's
Oh yeah,
strong.
we were commenting on your palette. It's pretty great. What happened there?
Is exciting. Yeah, I told that story.
Oh, you did. Okay, sorry, not to repeat.
I think Necro Gold is a cool color. I love this color.
That's cool.
But we learned a thing today. Today I learned that they they have to clip the tip on the bottle. On the bottle of paint, Meg.
You gotta circumcise the bottle. Oh, last one. Okay. This one, this is another Soups masterpiece. We did so much testing before launching, and every time we would, our, again, very wonderful mods would hop in and let us know everything that was going wrong. And I can't say thank you enough to them, because I have to imagine that gets kind of old. But they gave us really good feedback, and we were able to make a lot of corrections before we went live, so you guys should be thanking them too.
Oh my gosh, look at that picture of my giant
Your big splooge.
wet palette disaster, yeah.
It's crude or a bad influence on them.
I like crude. Graham Kirkpatrick. The tip I got for Accelerator was not to spray it, which stinks, which is true, but to unscrew the cap and dab it with the end of the tube. That's probably the way to go.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good call out. Thank you for that tip. I'll make sure Zach knows so that when he uses it, I can be like, just the tip, Zach, just the tip.
Just the tip.
Whale song. Like that? Is that a whale song?
Oh yeah, artworks.
Liberty had requested that we, talk about like the definitions of the word value, like because
Yes.
I was throwing that around when I was working on my wings.
Right.
I want to say it was the wings, yeah. Things like values, tints, shades, and then somebody commented on that video the same thing. So I'm definitely going to be putting together
Yes.
a video,
Good thinking.
so that we can just have that out there. This is like words you learn in art school,
Yeah.
right? And then I try to make sure I use them correctly so that
Yeah.
I sound like I know what I'm talking about.
I think
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, but really quickly, I mean, we'll do a video because not everybody's going to see the stream. Value is the amount of light and dark in a color. Like the hue is your color that you're working with. It's like this pure pigment. And if you use Photoshop or have seen Photoshop, there's a color picker, and you can actually choose a color by using the hue slider.
Yeah.
And that's hue. So value is how light or dark it is.
So black and white
Right.
with gray in the middle.
So looking at these colors, you've got red and yellow. Yellow has a much higher value because it's so bright. So if I were to turn on like a black and white filter, this would look lighter than this. Whereas this has a much lower value because it's just a darker color.
Also, if you want to use the grains as an
Oh
example.
yeah, another one, yeah. This is a good like little gradient. So low value, it's darker green, to high value green. And then a tint is when you take a hue and add white, and a shade is when you take a hue and add black. So that's what all those terms mean. I was a little behind.
Whoa.
Oh, spill.
Yep. Careful.
There we go.
See, I'm
Some
not the
yellow.
Brett's not the only one.
Yeah. See, I think you're just putting transfers on. You can't fool me, and I know the birds are spying on me. We do have some decals, like these skull heads.
Yes.
Let's see. But the flames themselves are not decals.
Yes,
So
the
it's a mix
flames
of
are
both.
painted.
Yeah. Sorry, it's a little hard to see here.
Oh.
I don't know if that helps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the skulls are decals for sure. Is that Liam?
That's Liam's
Or is
face
it somebody
anyway.
pretending to be Liam?
Oh yeah, could be.
Well, it's not Liam Dempsey's channel, Liam.
Yeah, but it's Liam's
But it's
face
Liam.
on the icon.
Hi, Liam. I'm assuming it's you, Liam. I'm assuming it's not an imposter.
Hi, Liam.
It's so nice to see Liam. Liam is one of the most supportive gentlemen I've ever met. He did a stream the other day. I can't remember exactly what he's an ambassador for, but it's for a charity. So he's doing charity work with his channel over at Liam Dempsey. And he hyped us up, and he had his fans come and brigade our page, which was
Love it.
great. It was a love brigade. Oh yeah, another reminder. Make sure you guys love and subscribe. Tell your mom. Tell your grandma. But yeah, I'm so happy to see Liam here, and I hope we're entertaining you, Liam, because you've provided countless hours of entertainment. And you're another, there's a lot of reasons why I got into this, and Liam's channel is one of them. Like, it's very positive and fun. It's cool to hang out there. The people are really cool.
Meg, I hate to break it to you, but I don't
Please
think
do.
that's actually Liam.
Dang.
So Ray said I couldn't dunk the whole model in wash. Look, I'm not gonna tell him how to paint models, but I feel like that would be for the best.
You can tell him how to paint models. He's not in here. He can't defend himself. All right, so we can come back to us. And another reminder that we love fan mail. If you want to send us some.
You guys got a P.O. box, huh?
Yes. We made it
That's-
super official.
That's crazy.
I don't want to give these guys our home address. Who knows what they'll
So
do?
this may be some murder or
Oh,
something.
wow. I wasn't going to go there.
Or
No,
maybe a
murder's
nice
fine.
dinner date. I don't know. Maybe extra guests at the dinner table.
Yeah. Okay, for both of this is from Elijah Patrick. Thank you, Elijah, for a generic question. Okay, for both of you, whoever is sitting there, what are your top 3 style of cuisine
Yes.
food?
Oh man, I'm getting
Yeah.
sloppier. It's happening.
It's because we're giggling. I can't even think of my top one. Like, because I'm like,
Together we will find 3.
I like burgers.
I was
So,
literally,
like-
no, I had to filter
What do I
burgers.
do?
I had to filter burgers because Chad would make fun of me. Do you have any gunmetal over there that needs washing?
You can check.
Do I have to be
free.
careful of any
No,
wet
I mean,
places?
no. Captain Manrings again. I feel like if people are judging you based on what SM chapter, Space Marine, sorry, you selected, your response should be slap.
Slap. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, not slap. We can say that. Yeah, I guess so. I can't really do that though. I guess I could say it. I could just yell it out loud. Nut slap. I have a weird food combo now. in my lore.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hit
Not
me.
on purpose. So we were talking about favorite sandwich toppings in our last stream,
Yeah.
and I said sprouts.
Oh. Yeah.
Sprouts, right?
Sprouts.
Like sprouts.
There's like literally chains that do sprouts. Like there's Eric's Deli.
All the UK folks were like, "What are
Really?
you talking about?" Because they thought I was talking about Brussels sprouts. Can you imagine?
Like how, like whole, like you would have to cut them in half.
I guess.
And it's
It'd
like,
be like hot. Because
oh yeah,
you don't
would
eat
they
them
be
raw.
caramelized?
That's not what I want on a sandwich. Does anybody eat Brussels sprouts on a sandwich?
On
Now
a
I feel bad.
sandwich?
Maybe some people like it.
Yeah, that's the.
There was a good
If it was-
concerned face.
If it was like a refreshing sandwich, like if you had like a potato salad or like a chicken salad, tuna salad, you can throw some some cooked Brussels sprouts in there, balance that out. But like you put like a warm Brussels sprout into like a warm sandwich. I don't know, I'm trying to look out for the little guy who's putting
I guess.
Brussels sprouts. in his-
I'm alarmed by the thought of a cold sandwich like tuna and adding hot cooked Brussels sprouts to it. That would not be my choice. If I were to do a Brussels sprout sandwich, I'd do like hot cheese and like hot steak, like it's like maybe flank
Oh.
steak or something, and then I would take
Okay.
the Brussels sprout, tear it apart into its little tiny leaves, and
Oh,
put that.
oh,
That's
yeah.
what I would do.
Now we're using our head. Yeah,
if I was
the
gonna
leaves.
do a
Yeah.
Brussels sprout sandwich, which I actually would never do.
You're about to see some developments.
Zach brought in some cold air with him, which was nice. Here's the dreadnought. It's almost done.
Oh my gosh. Every plate has like those flames. That's amazing.
Yeah, looks so nice. And then we just have some flames left. What else do we have left out there, Zach, to finish?
Yeah, over here. All that's left is actually we need to varnish,
Okay.
and then touch up a little bit of metallics, and then the top part of the t-shirt gun needs to be glued on as well. And
Ooh.
Brett and Holly are finishing edge highlighting those right now.
Great. Awesome.